Hello my friends, Simon Miller here, and as always this week, listen to Chris Bumstead.
The good old trend that there's guys who literally base their social media off that now. It's just like a meme of the internet, of the gym culture. And I don't even think people realize the impact that these jokes and memes have on people coming up who just see you constantly joking and talking about saying you need more of it to be better and feel stronger and all this shit. That's probably the most toxic thing you can put in your body. And I've done it in the past, but I don't anymore. I just haven't touched it in 5 years.
Why?
Just the toxicity it causes in your body. It just comes in, it harms your kidneys, your liver, just everything that takes your body to process it and go through it. It's just not natural. It's not meant to be in your body. And it makes you strong.
I think at this stage we do have to call him Mr. Honest Bodybuilder, which doesn't make any sense, but he is just so damn truthful when it does come to bodybuilding, often saying if it does start affecting his health, he's happy to walk away. And also talking about trenbolone or tren, whatever the hell we want to call it, and why it's the most terrifying drug in the world. I mean, describing it as one of the most toxic things you can put in your body. He also says it can screw up your liver, it can screw up your organs, it can screw up your kidneys, and that it just has a crazy amount of side effects. Now, in his younger years, he did use this, and have a guess how he got on with it. That's right, he didn't have a good time at all. Now, to be fair, he also did say that it makes you strong as flub, and he didn't say the word flub. And look, I actually have a friend who once did this, so I've seen it personally, and I'm with him. I would never want to put that in my system. I saw quite a confident chap turn into an anxious, nervous wreck who constantly thought he was having a heart attack. I'm sorry, I'd rather have smaller biceps. So as ever, just please be safe and research and educate yourself before you put anything into your body. I mean, you only get one of these, you ain't no transformer. And talking about being nice to yourself, make sure you're nice in the gym too. Let's talk about Joey Swoll.
If you're going to film at a gym that allows you to take videos, you need to do so responsibly with respect to other people. That means not getting upset if somebody walks through your camera and then posting it on social media.
Now, if you do know Joey, this has become his thing where he will remind you about gym etiquette and that when you go to the Fitness Palace of Love, no, you're not the only person there, so maybe remember you're surrounded by human beings and just don't be a dick. This week, though, he was referring to the fact that in 2023, a lot of people are going to film themselves in the gymnasium, and that if somebody walks in front of your shot, no, you shouldn't get mad about it, which is very accurate. You do know the gym isn't your personal studio, right? It's a place you go to lift weights. Now look, it is the modern day. We do have social media. If you do want to do this, it's totally fine. But if somebody else doesn't notice, for the love of everything, just ignore it. I mean, not everybody is going to realize that you're filming your ass. And I say that literally, I've been on Instagram. So if you are going to go to the gym today, I would just remember this is where we've ended up. If you do see people filming content, good for them. But if you're not into that and the other person is, make sure you respect them too. And I will tell you, sometimes I go to the Fitness Palace of Love and I have to film content for these YouTube videos, and I actually hate it. It makes me feel about this big, because it makes me really anxious and apprehensive. And we do have to be honest as well, there are some people that do just go to work out now, so they can make a TikTok video. I actually don't know if that's good or bad. Well, no, it's probably quite bad. I mean, some mother flubbers actually have tripods in there nowadays. It's out of control. But I suppose you do have to do you, man. Much like Cristiano Ronaldo. He posted this footage of him working out, and the first thing I notice is that he wears gloves. Now, if you do go to the gym and you do want to wear gloves, you're allowed to do this. That's all I'm going to say. In the video, though, you can see him doing some shrugs, you can see him doing some lateral raises, and you can see him doing some classic curls. And look, I just wanted to say this. Of course this human, this man is in good shape. Of course 99% of the planet would want to look like him. But here's the real kicker, you absolutely can. Now, it's not easy and it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of dedication. You can't just shove some cake up your ass. But if you actually look at it, he obviously has muscle mass on him. But he's not a huge guy, he's not a tanked guy, and in fact, really, he just doesn't have a lot of body fat on him. Well, you can reduce your body fat once again. Just make sure your diet is in check, make sure you're doing your cardio, and make sure that you've accepted, once again, it ain't gonna happen overnight. So stop getting in your own head and turn yourself into Ronaldo, who is definitely the modern day version of Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Don't do it with SARMs though. This actually comes from a BBC undercover investigation when they went into fitness shops and realised that a bunch of them that are just on the high street are actually selling SARMs. I mean, some people even pass them off as if they were just multivitamins or some kind of random supplement. And yeah, they went undercover into 10 stores, with some shop owners even saying, you don't get that many side effects. Now, I will tell you this. Some people can't even take paracetamol without freaking out. So this ties into the first thing we were talking about. Any single thing that goes into your body, there's probably going to be some sort of reaction, even if you don't feel it. Also, you do not know what's in these pills, because some of these were going for so damn cheap. I mean, just because something is written on the side of the pot doesn't mean nothing. And this has happened to me as well. I walked into a fitness store somewhere near to where I live, and I will not name there, and they actually just had SARMs on the shelf. And I said to my girlfriend, well, that shouldn't be happening. So I'm just going to repeat what is becoming my catchphrase. For the love of everything, please be safe. You just never know. You don't want to look big in a box. And also, don't believe this either. Because yes, there was an article that did underline how Liz Hurley looks this good at 60 years of age. And actually, I do want to give a shout out, because it mentioned you're going to have to work your ass off. But it also said it takes a lot of discipline and it takes a lot of dedication. Good, it's true. As ever though, they had to work in 8 supplements. And look at this. Because it was collagen, vitamin C, omega-3, gut health pills, NAD+, magnesium, vitamin D, and protein powder. Small spoiler, none of these will actually help you lose weight or lose fat or put on muscle mass. They will certainly assist you, but if you think they are needed or necessary in any kind of a diet when you are trying to achieve your dreams and goals, I'm here to ruin it for you. You don't need none of it. And this is nonsense too. Now, the term speed up is never good to write anywhere if you are referring to weight or fat loss, because people then think it's going to happen quickly. And I didn't even mean for there to be so many tie-ins to date, but it's not going to happen quickly. In fact, it's going to take a really long time, which is probably why you should find a routine you enjoy. But look at the tips they give you too. For you should wake up and hydrate, you should do morning exercise, you should eat a protein breakfast, you should be mindful of what you eat, you should do HIIT, you should eat fiber, you should meditate, and you should sleep. Now, all of them are pretty good and you probably are going to have to incorporate them, but the way this damn thing is worded, it makes it out like these are the magic secrets that all of a sudden are going to tick your box. But they're not. You have to throw them into the hat, but you gotta do a lot of other stuff too. Because look at it this way, if you do want to focus on a specific area, e.g. I want to lose some more fat, then you're gonna have to look at your diet and you're probably going to have to increase your cardio. It does tie into this as well though, which I'm accidentally doing again. Because this is Lizzie High, a fitness influencer on Instagram, and she actually did a wonderful post where she took images of her body, but she used different lights and she used different angles to show you, I literally took these back to back, and look how different I look. It's so important to keep smashing this information into your brain because yes, it depends on lighting, it depends on pre-workout, it depends whether or not you have got a pump. I mean, there's Instagram filters too. Just ignore everything you see on social media. Because no matter what some sort of influencer is putting out there, I promise you, if you saw them walking down the high street, they wouldn't look like that, because that's just normal Dave, and they want to show you Jack. Also, here's the real truth, and here's the real kicker. Some days you'll wake up and you'll look really good, and other days you'll wake up and you'll look really bad. And while maybe on occasion that may be accurate, do you know what it is 90% of the time? It depends on whether you've had a happy day or whether you've had a sad day. Because if you do have sad thoughts in your brain, when you go to the mirror, all of a sudden you have become a negative Nancy, which is also totally fine, by the way. Again, you're a human being and you have emotions for a reason. Also, just do not allow your body to define you. Let's say that you do look like a bag of crap. You're allowed to look like a bag of crap. And if you need some time to get back into shape, well, I think you should allow that time. And nobody else should be judging you anyway. So there is my 2 cents for today, and thank you very much for everybody who has been very kind to these videos. There has been a little bit of an upward trend, and I do hope that's continuing. And you can do that by liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell ding ding to be part of the notification crew, and clicking the video that will be on the screen very soon. You can also go to gorillamind.com/Simon and use the code Simon to get 10% off. And in fact, if you do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, the 11th or 12th of July, if you are seeing this super duper quick, they're having a big old Amazon Prime sale. You could actually get 25% off. Wow. Make sure you use the code Simon, and you can do the same at patreon.com/Simon316. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Simon316. I'm on Cameo for personalized videos. Just search for Simon Miller. And if you do want some merchandise, it's pro wrestling tees, Samson Athletics on the screen in the link. Thank you as always for joining me as you do try and find your way in this fitness journey. And remember, you're doing great. The fact that you're even out there to begin with, well, you deserve a pat on the back. I'll see you soon.